Hello everyone and welcome to my market analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets on Monday the 1st of April. There is a positive outlook to risk appetite. Today we've seen a very decent run open on equities, and that's come as news over the weekend and on Monday morning. Economic data out of China has been positive. The Cajun manufacturing PMI beat expectations and actually went into expansion territory again, and that's the unofficial data. Then if you sort of look back at the official data for China from the government, they had the PMI improving to 54 from 52.4 last time out, but also the improvement above 50 on the manufacturing side, for example, and that has helped to drive commodity prices higher. Today you can see oil, which is nicely higher, and risk appetite, broadly speaking, is positive today. You see that through equity markets jumping higher, the DAX outperforming. That tends to happen when you're risk positive. Gold is slipping back, and you've also seen treasury yields, for example, they're bouncing. 244 on that 10-year, having been 234 at one stage last week, 244 this morning, and on the 10-year and the 2-year also bouncing as well. So that sort of all paints a picture of positive risk. Safe havens underperforming. The dollar is weaker. The yen is the big underperformer, but the dollar is also weaker. Sterling is stronger. We've got Brexit indicative votes again being debated and voted on today for potential way out of the Brexit puzzle that they seem to not be able to solve at the moment. And we've also got the commodity currencies, Aussie and Kiwi, performing pretty well as well. So pretty decent look to market sentiment today. Now, these PMIs go on throughout the morning, and actually the Eurozone data for the final reading of the Eurozone data for March was disappointing. Actually a revision downwards. Look at that German data, 44.1 down from 44.7 at the flash, and also France revised lower as well. So it doesn't look as though that the Eurozone is faring particularly well at the moment. On the flip side to that, we had UK data surprisingly strong, 55.1. But I think a large amount of that was due to pre-Brexit stockpiling. We're also on the lookout for, get that back up again, on the lookout for Eurozone flash inflation data came in a little bit light on the headline, and also the core data actually fell to 0.8%. So Eurozone inflation not really doing a great deal to enthuse any hawks out there. Certainly that's going to make it even harder, even more pressure on the ECB with regard to potential further easing measures. Into the afternoon, we've got US retail sales, 0.4% expected on the ex-autos month on month, and then we're also looking out for ISM manufacturing at 3 o'clock and expected to be 54.2 in line with last month. So lots of data points today to react to. Now, my chart today is EuroCAD. Now, EuroCAD, interestingly, has been breaking it down. 150.30 had been a key floor throughout March, and that broke sharply to the downside on Friday. Really did reopen the lows again. That move to the downside on Friday, that low at 48.70 from late February. But it's the Fibonacci levels I find very interesting on this chart. They do seem to be a key turning point quite often. Certainly that 50% fib level had a big say in the outlook. Let's go back. You can see them 52 figure pretty much, and then you drop back below 51 figure where the 61.8% fib level, and then 49.70 was pretty much bang on the low of Thursday, Friday, before a bit of a rebound today. But looking at the momentum indicators, that cross low on the MACD, the RSI falling away below 40, the stochastics negatively configured as well. I think that having broken below 150.30, that becomes a basis of resistance and overhead supply. That is actually also an old pivot line as well. 150.30. So breaking below that becomes resistance on the rebound, but I think we're going to see more pressure on 49.70 and also then subsequently down towards 48.70, which is that February low, and I can see that those being tested in due course as rallies are sold into. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later.